to use my big voice. Is that better? All right, okay. So thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for staying back. I'm going to do just a quick chat and just give you a quick rundown of what we've just done in the last few days, and thank you to all the people that made it happen. So first of all, just a quick little bit of history about like what's been done here the last couple of days. So bait was something that AASDN's like talked about for a while. Initially there was some talks, scribbled out over a few beers in the middle of the night, probably after too many beers, about something like this that could happen. And it was funny, we had Suzanne's course this morning, and she talked about like dreams and ideas, and dreams and ideas are good, but they're nothing without action. And so we had conversations about it, but we went on the back burner. Nothing really ever progressed from it. And then we injected some new blood into the committee, and we got some resources together, and enter Gavin Patterson down the back there, was a massive driver for this, and that's the difference that you need. Like when you've got things, good to have an idea, then you need to put it together, and then you need to drive it and actually make it happen. So this has been something that AASDN's been thinking about doing for a long time, and then to actually have it all come together and be able to do it's been a massive achievement. So I think what we've done in the last couple of days is the biggest event of its kind in WA, and that's what AASDN's here for, is to help support the automotive industry in every single aspect of it. And to do that, we need you guys' support, and the fact that you're all here shows that. So thank you so much for coming and making this event possible. I want to thank some people specifically. So I know I mentioned Gav there. I want to thank the whole committee. They've done an absolutely amazing job. We all have businesses, we're all volunteers, and this stuff is all run on the side. So anyone who's ever organised a wedding or something like that knows the sort of stuff that goes in. And I have had a wedding once, and I reckon this is harder to organise than a wedding with the amount of logistics in it. But the committee's pulled together to make it happen. I've got to make an absolute special thank you to our superstar admin lady, Julie. I'd like her to come up here. That's just a blank piece of paper to make it look like it's recognition. No, you can stand there for a minute, Julie. Julie's worked the amount of administration stuff in the back end to make something like this happen is huge. Like even down to just a lanyard, and then having the courses that you're doing and what's happening and what trainers in what room takes a massive amount of work. I know it's not something that I would ever be able to do. I can't even fathom how you did it. I reckon I would have lost my proverbial trying to do it. So. Yeah, I think you just want to give Julie one big massive round of applause to say thank you for all the effort, Julie. Are you on for the next one? Yeah. Oh, beautiful. I want to put her on the spot as you said yes. Okay. Now I want to think, these events obviously, you're off. So we've got to have the idea, we've got to have the people, and then we've got to have the resources, and to have resources we need to have sponsors. I want to thank our major sponsors. First of all, I want to thank Capricorn for their support of this event. We're lucky to have Brad here tonight. Brad Gannon, he's the current CEO Automotive for Capricorn, and also will be moving into the group CEO role as of 1st of January. So thank you so much for Capricorn's support. Brad, awesome work that you guys do. Thank you for supporting such an event. Our other major sponsor, AAA, we've got Leslie Yates here tonight. So Leslie is the, and I have to make sure I wrote this one down, the Director of Government Relations and Advocacy. Did I say that right? Beautiful. And she does that well. I never want to get in her way. Leslie's going to come up shortly, and she's going to give us a chat. She's also going to draw the prizes too. So we've got two $500 vouchers. You've got to be here to win it. So if you've got a raffle ticket and you're here, hang around for after Leslie, because Leslie and Julie are going to be drawing that out. We've also got other suppliers that made this event happen. again, we couldn't do it without them. And guys, please support these sponsors. We can't do these things without them. Person Auto Parts, Subaru Parts WA, Parts Lane, AmCap, Castrol, and Napa Auto Parts. So just to wrap up my part, if you liked what you did here the last couple of days, then tell other people about it so we can continue to do it. Because if we don't have the people supporting it, then we're not going to be able to put it on. Thank you all again for coming. I hope you have a great night, and I'd like to bring up Leslie now to the stage. To the chair.
Oh, this is the first time I'm quite enjoying this. Thank you. I mean, what a joy. These last 2 days has been incredible, hasn't it? Congratulations to AASDN. Well done to Chris and Julie and the whole team. I think, what's important here is this is what it stands for. I was talking to Olga earlier from the Western Australian about this is an industry that is already investing in training and development. We've given up our time, we've given up the weekend in order to invest time, because there's just never been a more important time to do this. In the history of the independent automotive aftermarket, this time is just incredible. We are experiencing unprecedented growth. The growth is amazing, and I'll give you some data in just a second about that. But it's also never been a time of such uncertainty, has it? I mean, in reading the data, EVs are up, EVs are down, hybrids are up, plug-in hybrids are up, EVs are going to take over the world. No, they're not. It's a very confusing landscape. We don't actually know what the car park looks like in 2030. And if anyone can tell you how many EVs are going to be on the road in 2030, follow them into a lotto outlet and take the same numbers, because we don't know. Chris Bowen says 89% of sales in 2030 will be EV. 89%. Yeah, that's not going to happen, people. Yeah, I got bullshit on that too. Here's a government trick for you. If you're going to invent a number, always put an odd number in. Because the psychology of that is we're more likely to believe it. Now, odd number, come on, people, WA workshops. Do you know that the Australian government is now looking at introducing a new repair class for you? So according to the Western Australian government, all of you should undertake a Cert 3 before you go near a hybrid. We're just here to drink the beers and here to learn and work out what we can do for our customers. So well done with you. What's interesting too is that while everyone's talking EV, the real issue is ADAS. So advanced, the driver assistance for emergency braking, autonomous emergency braking, it's mandatory as of next year. And by 2030, 43% of cars on the road have AEV. So while governments are all terrified of high voltage, the real game is the point here is we need to come together exactly as you have done. We need to make sure we're sharing our common experience. The thing I love about these things is it's not just about learning and sharing, it's about a sense of belonging. We are the aftermarket. We're the independent aftermarket. We're very proud of what we do, and we're actually growing. So as of this year, our numbers are well in advance of the dealership. Most people choose an independent repairer and not a dealer. And the big inroad has been fleets. 20% increase in the independent aftermarket servicing of fleets. We love fleets, of course. It's the average cost of a and also a barrel girl.
Okay, the next winner of the second $500 voucher is Black C31.